Hey, how y'all doing out there in YouTube land? This is Stiletto coming at you from the Wild Wild West. Got an unboxing for you today. Let's take a look, see what we got here. I do believe this is coming from Blade HQ. Blade HQ. I can't see anywhere in the box where it says it's coming from Blade HQ, but I think that's where it's coming from. Okay, here we go. Doing the unboxing today is by Craig with my recoil lock. It's a new one with the AR RPM 9 and the skeletonized stainless steel liners. G10 AR RPM 9 powdered steel. Absolutely love it. This one goes to work with me a lot. I've been taking it to work a lot because I actually really like it. And it's probably one of the least expensive knives I've tried out this year. I think it was like 37 bucks or something like that. I bought it straight from CJRB on the Artisan website. I got some a lot of tape on this one. If this is what I think it is, it's going to be a fun one because it's one I've been waiting for. Alright. If it's what I think it is, it should be two knives. Uh-oh, what's this? Okay, now I'm lost. I don't know what it is now. I didn't order this. What is it? Let me see. A Moracanil, made in Sweden, carbon steel. Little bushcrafting knife. That's kind of sweet. I wonder if it's a gift. Might be a gift. Made in Sweden. Blah 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 blah. Awesome. It's a sweet little fixed blade. That's sweet. Huh. Okay. It's not what I ordered, but let's check out what we got here. Okay. Interesting. Ontario. There we go. That's what I ordered. And CIVIVI. Yes, that's what I ordered. Okay. Got a sticker, huh? Alright, that's what I want. Let's set all this stuff aside. I'm gonna set this aside too. It's not what I ordered. I think it's like a bonus gift or something. I got this during the sales. During the what do you call it, the Black Friday sales or whatever. And I've been wanting to get this CIVIVI in particular for a long time. Or ever since it came out. It just came out not too long ago. Yes, it's the Cogent. The button lock Cogent. That's the one I want to try out. And this one, I really just got it because everybody else uses these as comparison knives. I didn't really get it because I wanted to have one because, you know me, I'm a flipper person now. It's not a flipper knife. At least I don't think it is. But it's a knife that everybody uses always in the videos for comparison. So I wanted to have it, as a size comparison knife. Let's open up this one first. It's got some weight to it. It's not a lightweight knife. But that's the reason why I got this one. So because everybody knows the size of the Ontario Wrap 1. And so when you put it up against other knives, people are familiar with that and they can tell what size that knife is that you're showing them. And so that was the purpose, that's the whole purpose of me getting this Ontario Wrap. Centered out perfectly. Feels good. I can see why people like it already. Has a good weight to it. Feels substantial. You got tip up or tip down, left side or right side carry. The handle's a nice size. See how it opens. Oh, it's nice. Nice. I like the way the sound of the click was when it locked into place. Oh, that's a nice handle. I like this handle. I can see why people like these. Okay. I totally get it now. I think this one's is it the Oz 8? I'm not sure. Yeah, Oz 8. This is the Oz 8 one. And this is the Rat 1. This is the big one. Okay. So now we can compare it to my Krog. So the Krogs, they're about the same size, huh? Okay. This one here is the Cogent. And how did I open this? It looks like... This is live TV, or live YouTube. There we go, like that. I do this again to just one end. Oh, there we go. Comes with a nice pouch. Oh, there it is. That's the one I've been wanting. I love this purple. When I saw the purple handle, I fell in love with the purple. I had to have it. I love it. I love purple. Myself, I do like the color purple. It's one of my colors I do like. On the pouch, what's the CIVIVI pouch? Because I had a choice between this one or all blacked out one, because I wanted to get a, one that I can carry to work. And that's the whole purpose of this one. Oh, it has stickers, CIVIVI stickers. Comes with the cleaning cloth. Very classy. CIVIVI and Artisan, they rock. I like both of them. They rock. This is my second CIVIVI. My first one was the other button lock. The first one was this one. The Elementum button lock. Let's move some of this stuff out the way, huh? Move the skin out the way until we need it. We'll need that. Oh, man. Open back design. I like the open back design with flipper knives. I mean, why not have an open back design? It's the easiest way to keep your knife clean. You just have to blow it out when you get lint inside of it. It's very good for pocket knives. I love this one. I'm loving the way it looks already. But see, you gotta be careful about that. When something attracts you, attracts your eye, don't let your eye overwhelm the function of the knife, right? So we gotta test it out. I love the way this knife looks. It's got me sold. I like the size of it. It's the perfect size for a work knife for me. It's the perfect size. I like 3.5-inch blades. 3.5-inch blades are a really good size for a work knife. Oh, no wiggle wobble up and down, no anything. It's a good button lock. That's one thing about button locks. Button locks are kind of hard to make. They're not the easiest type of lock to make because you got to get the tolerances and everything perfect. Otherwise, you'll have a little bit of blade play. And it'll be blade play that you can't never change. It'll just be blade play that the knife will... Oh, man. This is going to be one of my favorites. I like it. I like it. Look at that. Oh man, this knife. The flipper works awesome. Oh man. Oh man, this is nice. This is nice. Okay, let's see if it's safe. Yeah, it's kind of close. It could, if it, I would like the flipper to be a little bit longer, but I think this is okay. But this is to me as a work knife anyway. It's not. This wouldn't be a knife that I would get for my first choice for a self-defense folder or anything like that. It could be a backup to your self-defense folder. It could be the utility knife that you carry, and that's the way I would carry this one. It'd be the utility knife that I would carry. I absolutely love it. I love it. CIVIVI got this one right, and I wish they would have made this one. I don't know. This one is okay too. The quality on this one is just as good as this one, but I don't know. It's just, and this is not really a plunge lock. This is more of a liner lock with a button lock release or button release, or whatever. It's not really a true plunge lock. This one's a plunge lock. This one's an actual plunge lock. That's a true plunge lock. I love it. And they got it right. And plunge locks aren't easy to do. That's why everybody doesn't do them. And they got it right. It's perfect. It's perfect. And this is a PVD coating. A PVD coating is a full flat ground blade. Oh man, this is beautiful. I can't remember what kind of steel this was. Let me see if it says on the box. There we go, 14C 28N. So it's nice stainless steel. So you don't have to get these coated if you don't want to. I like things that are all blacked out for work, because when they're in my pants, they're harder to see. Even if my shirt lifts up or whatever, I always wear my shirt over my pants. So usually things are hard to see anyway. But this, when everything's all blacked out and dark like that, this kind of purple is going to be. It's almost like a black. It's not going to show up. It's beautiful. I like it. Absolutely love it. It's going to be one of my new favorites. No flexi handles. Nice deep carry pocket clip. You got right side, left side, right side, up, tip up carry. The pocket clip's not recessed into the handle though. It sits on top of the handle, but the screws are recessed or flush. So that's nice. This is going to be a work knife for me. This one's going to get used a lot. I love it. I love it. Absolutely love it. G10, purple G10. I love that purple G10. That's awesome. Black stainless steel liners. Full flat ground clip. Oh man, it's nice. It's a really nice knife. These are nice too. I can see why these have been, popular for a lot of years. It's not really what I'm into now. But if I would have gotten one of these way back when, I don't know when they first started making these. I think they've been making them for a long time. I can see why people like them, because they're inexpensive and it's really a nice sturdy stout knife. And I think they have these in D2 also now. I'm not sure if it's D2 or some other kind of steel. I know they have a steel that's a little bit better than the Oz 8. But I wasn't really concerned with that because this was just going to be a comparison knife, so I didn't really care about what kind of steel it had. The Oz 8, is a steel. I know cold steel Oz 8 is a steel that I like. The Oz 8A, a annealed Oz 8. Because it's easy to use and easy to work with. I still carry my a lot of the Cold Steel Oz 8 knives that I've carried all these years, the exact same ones. Why? Because that's a steel I like to use as a user steel because it's easy to repair and easy to resharpen, or easy to strop out, and if you can't strop it, then it's easy to resharpen it. It's easy to to get polish and to repair, and this is a nice knife. Nice knife. It feels weird for me using thumb studs. I've gotten so used to using flippers. I like flippers better. I like flippers better. The reason why I like flippers better, number one, having a flipper to me is like about as close as you can get to having an automatic knife without having an automatic knife. I mean, what operates faster than a flipper? I mean, a lot of automatic knives don't operate this fast. So flippers rock. And then on top of that, automatic knives can't close like that. It's a great knife. I like it. Okay, enough rambling. I've probably been rambling way too long. Okay, let's weigh it out. Let's do everything we're supposed to be doing. Okay. See how much it weighs. I'm sold on it. Everybody, this will be a great Christmas present to somebody who likes knives. I tell you that right now. A Cogent. And it's a new model, so most people probably don't have them yet. So if you want to get a Christmas present, I would have loved to have this as a Christmas present, me myself. Was it 3.8 ounces, and compared to the Elementum. Elementum is a nice knife too. It's just not me. 3.3 ounces. Yep, that does feel lighter. I don't know, I just like a flipper better than having to push the button. Maybe that's what it is. I don't have to depend on the flipper to open the knife, because if you don't push the button on the Elementum, the knife doesn't open. Which is kind of cool as a safety feature for, pocket carry and stuff like that. And it's a liner lock, so I don't feel super safe with it because there's no kind of finger guard here. If the liner lock was to give out, this would just, go straight to your hand. But if you're not worried, if you just use it as an everyday carry pocket knife, as a utility knife, as a utility folder, I think it's perfectly fine for that. It's an excellent knife for that. But myself, I like to have knives. I like to carry knives that are good for both functions, even if they are my utility knife. And this one serves both functions. Absolutely love it. Okay, what's next? Let's see how thick it is. When I get excited about a knife that I like, I talk too much. Okay, here we go. It's my second Wii knife, and I'm in love with it. And 3mm for the thickness for the blade. It's 3mm exactly. Which is plenty of thickness for a small pocket knife. It's perfect. PVD coating. I like PVD coating, people. PVD coating wears really nice. It's a little bit better than Cerakote. Now, it's not DLC, but it's better than Cerakote. And I like Cerakote. Cerakote is what Benchmade uses. I like that too. I like the way it wears. It gets like an old, worn look to it. It's really cool. Oh man, it's a beautiful knife. Beautiful knife. Beautiful knife. Let's see how thick this one is. Same thickness, 3mm. So it's got the same thickness. This is 5 ounces. 5 ounces. 5 ounces. The handle's bigger. This one's handle heavy. This one's not balanced. The balance point is like this part of the handle is like a little bit past the finger groove. Below the finger groove, should I say? Below the finger groove. Let's see how this one's balanced. This one's just a touch handle heavy. It's really close to being balanced though. I like it. It feels good in hand. It feels a little bit, a touch handle heavy, just a touch, but I really like the knife. Look at my CJRB. CJRB is really, there you go, that's 50-50 there. Yeah, that one, this one feels right. That one feels right in hand. Let's bring out some other ones to compare it to. The other new ones that we got. These are all 2021 knives. This is the Artisan Arroyo. We just did a video on this one. This is a Scario, a CJRB Scario. And this is the Gobi, CJRB Gobi. These are all pretty much the ones I like the best I've tried this year for knives that I would call budget knives. These are all knives that are like, well, let me see, this one right here was 70 bucks. So it's a little bit, this was the most expensive one out this whole group. This one right here. And this one was like 65, so it was like right behind it. So 70, 50, 65. And the Cogent, how much was the Cogent? I forgot how much the Cogent was. I think maybe the Cogent was the most expensive one. I can't remember. But they're all under $100. They're all under $100, and most of them are under $50. This one, this is the least, I think this one's the least expensive one. The recoil lock Krog with the powdered stainless steel. It's awesome. You get G10, strong, thick stainless steel liners, recoil lock with mega spring. It's got, actually they use wolf springs instead of the mega springs, but it's a mega style springs, just like a Benchmade access lock. And it's super fun. This knife is super fun, and it cuts. It's a cutter. It cuts. It really likes to cut. It likes to, do cutting chores. It's an excellent knife. The CJRB Krog with the recoil lock. Brand new for this year. This one's a brand new one. I've never used one of these, but I can tell I like the way the handle feels. This Ontario Rat one. I love the way the handle feels. It's a full handle. My hand fits fully on this handle. It's a fully comfortable handle. I love it. I love the way the handle feels. It's not my knife. It's not the knife I would carry though, because it doesn't meet my requirements for liner locks. Liner locks have to have a flipper for me to be a knife that I want to carry. But I think if that's not your requirement, I can see why people like those though. I can see why they like them. The next least expensive ones would probably be the Gobi, CJRB Gobi. I think this one in particular is a little bit more expensive than like the base model. The base model is like $30-something, but this one's a little, I think this is like 40, in between $40 and $45 or something like that, because it has the PVD coatings. It's got the AR RPM9 stainless steel. Okay, and G10 Contour G10 handle scales. And with anodized aluminum spacers and what do you call it, pivot ring or collar. Next one, this one is $45, and this is the most least expensive one that you can get with the AR RPM9 steel. This has got the brand new steel, not D2. This one's the AR RPM9 one. It's got the natural D10. I love the way this one looks. I think it's beautiful. And it's fully polished. The liners are fully polished on this one. They put some work on this to make this. It's not just slapped together. This one's fully finished and polished. Looks beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Artisan Arroyo. Artisan Arroyo. This was my first CIVIVI. My very first CIVIVI, the Elementum button lock. It's a great knife. It's just not me, but it's a great knife. I think these would make great gifts too for people that like knives. It's not my personal favorite. The ones I would recommend for a gift, I think I'd recommend the Gobi, the Scoria, the Arroyo, the Cogent, and the Krog. Those are the ones I recommend because those are the ones, these right here are all in my box. This one, and this one's going to be, and this one has been in my box. This one gets carried to work a lot. This one probably gets carried to work the most so far. And it's just, I take turns carrying them to work. It's like, you know, I'll carry one to work for like, you know, a few weeks or whatever. That's how I know if it's a good knife or not, you know, if I like it or not. But I try out so many knives, I never really carry anything for like a super long time. I'll carry, you know, if I could carry something for like a month, that's a lot. But after I get done carrying this one, I'll probably start carrying the Cogent or the Scoria. Because I like both. I like the Scoria too. This is a really nice knife. Reminds me of the American Lawman. It's a totally safe liner lock. It's a liner lock, but it's a liner lock that I feel is safe. Got a nice big flipper that protects your fingers, a nice big finger groove. So that's what makes a liner lock safe to me. And that's why I think liner locks are okay. If they don't have those kind of features, like on the Gobi, same thing. If they don't have those kind of features, then I'm not interested in it. Like this one doesn't have those kind of features, but I like this one because everybody uses these for size comparison on videos. That's the reason why I got this. I got to go to work. It's gonna be used. You guys are gonna see it on videos, might, you know, compare it to other knives or whatever. And this one, oh, it feels light in the hand, and it's buttery smooth. It's perfect. This is about as close to it's like, I would say it's almost a perfect knife. You know, I'll never like to say things are perfect, but this feels perfect. I highly recommend it. This would be number one on my Christmas list if I didn't already have one. Now that I know what it's like. If I didn't have one of these, I would want one of these. This is, if all of y'all that are trying to experience a button lock, it's hard to find a good button lock under $100. That's a very hard thing to do because most people that make button locks under $100, they always have a lot of blade play and they're not well put together. This one feels like a $200 knife. So, but anyway, we better end this video. I know I'm probably going on way too long. I hope I didn't make this a, you know, super long video. But let's do a cut test real quick before we end the video. Let's see how sharp everything is. This one we just brought out the box. Let's test it out. That's what I would expect. This, you know, it's CIVIVI and Artisan. They give you first class knives. Especially, you know, I think even CIVIVI. I'm gonna be honest. I think CIVIVI has a little bit better fit and finish over the Artisan knives. This knife just is awesome. This is gonna be a knife. I'll probably get another one because I really like this knife. And when I really like things, I always like to have at least two of them. So I already know right now, guys, I'll probably be getting another one of these. This will be the one I carry. I like the purple. And you want to know one reason why I like purple? A lot of y'all gonna laugh at me, but I like Prince, Purple Rain. I'm an old Prince fan from the 80s. So I like that's why I like the color purple. It reminds me of Prince and the 80s and all the fun I used to have when I was young. I know that sounds stupid, but anyway, just my life. But anyway, let's check out the Ontario. Let's see what that's like. Ontario Rat 1. That's sharp too. All the way to the tip. That one came sharp. That one came sharp too. Okay, which other one haven't we tried out yet that was new? We haven't tried out this one yet. The Arroyo. Artisan Arroyo. Oh, I think it's the sharpest. I get shaved. Look at that. this blade is super sharp. Look at that. Oh man, this is sharp. This is. It seems like I get a lot of sharp knife. When you get a sharp knife from artisan cutlery, it's like I don't know who's doing it. Maybe it's one maybe it's a couple people in the factory assembly line or whatever it is that sharpens these. But whoever's doing it is a master sharpener. I mean, they really know how to get a blade really nicely sharp. And every once in a while you get one that's not like that. I think it's because somebody else sharpened it. And it wasn't the same person. But when whoever sharpens these, the artisan knives, they know what they're doing. This is the other one. This CJRB here. Let's try the other side of the paper now. CJRB, Scaria. Beautiful. Beautiful. CJRB, artisan, WE knives, CIVIVI. If you guys haven't tried them yet, try them. They are awesome knives. They are awesome knives. Awesome knives. The Scoria, the Gobi, the Royal, the Elementum, the Cogent, the Rat One too. A lot of people might want a Rat One, and the CJRB Krog. These make all great Christmas gifts for people who like knives that are affordable, under $100. Great Christmas gifts. And for a Christmas gift for a knife, I would, unless you really know a person's likes or dislikes, I would get them something about this size. I wouldn't get them something too big. Let them buy their own big knives. But yeah, as a Christmas gift, this is something cool. This is something cool. All right. But anyway, getting ready to do the put together the end of the year video. I have a couple more knives that are coming in that I want to get in before the end of the year, before I do my end of the year videos. And hopefully I'll be able to do that really quick here pretty soon. But it's almost at the end of the year. These are the last knives I'm going to buy or whatever for this year. I had a lot of awesome knives this year. It's the first year I've really tried out a lot of knives from China. Because most of my knives previously came from Taiwan or United States or Italy or Germany or other countries, but or Japan. So trying out Chinese knives is a new thing for me this past year, and I have really found a lot of companies. One thing I found out about the Chinese knives is that there's a lot of companies making a lot of nice knives, and I can't keep up with all of them. So I think I'm gonna just stick to the artisan and the CIVIVI and the WE knives, and the CJRBs. Those are the ones that if I do a review on a Chinese knife or whatever, it'll probably be one of those 4 companies, or really 2 companies, but those are the ones I've found that I really like the best. And I've tried a lot of the other companies too, and these 2 companies are the companies I would recommend. They're the ones they seem like the most consistently have really nice knives, or offerings, and what you hear what other people talk about them, they have nice reviews and stuff like that. And after experiencing myself, I can see that they are very nice knives. This is a great little knife. If this was all blacked out, I'd carry this to work every day. But me, I'm not going to carry it because the color, it'd probably be more like a comparison knife. This one's going to get carried. This one gets carried. This one has been carried. This one is going to be my new favorite. This one gets carried all the time. This one's probably been the most used one on this whole table. I absolutely love the recoil a lot. Myself, I've always been a fan of the axis lock. So coming up with this recoil lock is not a big thing for me to get into, because I've always liked crossbar locks. Crossbar locks are some of my favorite locks of all time. Not because I think they're the strongest locks, it's just I like to manipulate them the most. They're the most fun to use. To me, I think the crossbar lock is the first lock. It's either the crossbar lock or the plunge lock were the first locks I used that you didn't have to get your hands in the back of the path of the blade in order to unlock the blade and close it. That's what made them so cool, you know, when they first came out. It was easy to open them, close them in an instant. Just as fast as like a, you know, out the front knife, you know, that's got a in and out option. You know, it closes and opens automatically. That's what you call them, double actions. Absolutely love the Krog. All right, people. I hope everybody's doing good. Hope everybody's getting ready for the holidays, getting ready for Santa Claus. Santa Claus time. Ho, ho, ho. Merry Christmas. Round the door. All right. Peace out. Stiletto.